But can you paint us a little picture about what Gosnell's House of Horrors, so to speak, what his abortion clinic looked like on the inside?
Awful, awful. I mean, one of the things we've done when we're making this movie is we've actually had to downplay the horror of this because there's so much. If we put on the screen what it was really like, people wouldn't watch it. You know, that's just the reality. We're actually having to downplay some of the horrors because people have only the stomach for so much. So, you know, it was a blood-strewn, dirty, smelly, filthy, rotten place with cats, flea-ridden cats, blocked toilets blocked with fetal remains of babies, dead babies in plastic bags. It was I think the grand jury described it as a charnel house, you know?
Right, that it was really a scene from a horror film.
Yes.
I read the grand jury report myself, and it was saying that everything was urine-soaked. Like you said, there were cats everywhere. There were the remains of aborted baby parts in jars sitting around, that all the instruments were contaminated with disease, that it was just, that it stank, it reeked, that it was so awful that it was hard to believe that it was real life. Now, as you've investigated this from a journalistic sense, tell me, how did Gosnell get away with these crimes for so many years before he was uncovered?
Well, actually, that's very interesting. He got away with it because the politicians said, we do not want inspections of abortion clinics. And really, this was all started by a Republican governor, Tom Ridge, a pro-choice, moderate Republican governor who stood for election saying, I'm a Republican, but I'm pro-choice, and I will. And then when he was elected, the word went out, do not inspect abortion clinics, even, no matter how bad they are, no matter how many dead bodies come out of those abortion clinics. So there was several dead women coming out of these abortion clinics, and Tom Ridge's Department of Health, Tom Ridge's Department of Safety, all those people looked the other way, stamped the papers, no further investigation needed. Doctors were writing detailed handwritten complaints. There was even a whistleblower detailed in writing, in detail, all that was going on there.
And yet they still refused to investigate it because it was an abortion clinic.
They wouldn't even step into the building. When they got the complaint, they arranged to meet him off-site and never went into the building. All you have to do is walk in once and you would see that this was a truly horrific place that should not have been open. They were closing nail salons up the street because of the wrong chemicals and the wrong dust and all that. Dead women were coming out of Gosnell's abortion clinic all the time, time after time.
And no one did anything about it. That's shameful. It's shameful. Whoever let it go should be ashamed of themselves.